Elena's Barre, the best place on the internet, the very best by far. She'll help improve your fitness, but there's also so much more. 'Cause here are just a few things that this channel has in store. There's Barre and there's Pilates and there's belly dancing too, and many styles of yoga, so I'm sure there's one for you. Then watch her practice pianist string from right within her home. She's in such peak condition, she'll outrun the metronome. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre, they're the best place on the internet, the very best by far. It's not just the piano, but the ukulele too. The guitar and violin are even more that she can do. She does so many different things, it's hard not to lose track. I nearly didn't mention that she posts on her Substack. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre, the best place on the internet, the very best by far. Yeah, controversial topics may be brought up for discussion, but try not to provoke her or she'll swear at you in Russian. And sometimes certain topics can make quite a big impression, so remember you take part at your own risk and your discretion. Yeah, Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre, the best place on the internet, the very best by far. You might even meet Anitta if you're quite a loyal fan. She's got a fixed male cat, but she's so desperate for a man. We've really got it all, and you couldn't ask for more. So sit right back and watch Elena shave a 3 or 4. Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre, the best place on the internet, the very best by far.
Hello, hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to our live stream. How are you doing, guys?
Awesome.
Awesome. Cool. Are you excited?
Where'd she go?
Oh, her camera glitched out.
Oops, right at the beginning. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me just announce the topic for today and we will go at it. Okay, so please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you are joining us for our live streams, and if you enjoy the content, we appreciate your help and your support. And where are the banners here? I'll just put this one on so that I don't have to remind everyone to do that. So today we are going to talk about the artificial beauty enhancers.
Well, they're artificial. Are they beauty?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. You know, I see all sorts of crazy chicks on the internet, and a lot of them have artificial nails. And guys, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about the artificial nails for women in general?
Don't care.
You don't care?
They can waste of money.
Okay.
Okay, if I can see a woman's hands, and if she has artificial nails, especially if they're long, and I don't see her body, I will tell you the longer, the more care she puts in her nails, the more overweight she is.
Oh, are you saying that it's a compensation for your lacking of your appearance, let's say, if she's...
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Wow.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
You know, go out, look at the women who have done up nails. Yeah, you know, they're on the hefty side.
Yeah. Ladies, instead of eating healthy, exercising, you go and do your nails to cover it up.
No, they spend all that money on their nails. They could spend that money on going to the gym.
Exactly.
Gym membership.
It's easier to look at your nails than to look in the mirror.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, even if they look at the mirror, some of the content creators tell them that they are so beautiful the way they are. They're perfect the way they are.
Oh, you're beautiful at any size.
Oh, that's like reminds
Yeah.
me of the hair. It reminds me of the hairdressers. Oh, you cut your hair real short. Oh, it looks so good. The other lady's like, "Yep, that's one off.
Liars.
One away from." We just took her down. She's away from. She's no longer the competition anymore. Took the competition out.
Right. Less competition. Right.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
make-
yes. Women are opportunistic. And Elena was just telling us how in Russia, when a woman breaks up with her man, her friends will move in on that man and say, "Oh, here's an available man." Okay, they're opportunistic. And you know what? They'll tell them, "Oh, you look so great," knowing that, okay, you cut your hair short, you got these things going on, men are not attracted. Yes, great. Less competition.
Yeah. So true, so true. It's pre-selection, because if a woman was married to a good man, then her girlfriends also want this man. They won't tell it to her upfront that that's their intention. They are very sneaky about it. But then if a woman is too stupid and she leaves her husband for whatever reason, he's not going to be on the streets. Somebody will pick him up. Usually one of her girlfriends, whom she
Yes.
least expects, least expects, she will pick him up.
Okay, women are, I've never figured out why this happens, but it happens. Women lie a lot, and they lie to their girlfriends a lot. And their girlfriends pretend to believe them. No. But the women will, your girlfriend will be lying to you, and oh, yeah, he's such a bad man, blah, 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 and then go get him. Okay, she's lying. How do you know she's lying? Because you're lying to her. The lies are just all around. But then women, various times, choose to believe their girlfriends. Oh, yes, I'm getting a divorce. Oh, yes. Yay. Good job. Yes. Get rid of him.
So I can pick him up. Isn't it conniving? I've seen movies, guys. If you watch Russian movies, they actually show you what is happening. This is why I don't have a lot of girlfriends. Just period. End of discussion. I do talk occasionally to some married women, but we keep our distance from each other, because I know that the closer you and it has nothing to do with how evil those girls are. I know female nature. If I leave my husband, or if something happens, I don't wish it to happen, but let's say I have a lot of girlfriends and then we break up for some reason, and then I know for a fact that one of them will steal it from me, or even if he's married. I've seen stories where women are still married to their husbands and they have girlfriends close to her, and then her girlfriends would even sleep with your husband.
Right. I mean, that makes perfect sense, because why have these girlfriends around? If you break up with your husband, you want your ex-husband then to die alone and miserable. You don't want one of these other women moving in and making him happy again. Man, that would just devastate you.
Sure. I mean, well, I wouldn't wish that, because I know better. But
no, I'm not talking about you, but I'm just kind of talking in general.
In general, you moved on with your life. It's okay for you to be happy, but it's not okay for your husband to be happy. Come on. Yeah, it's but women are like that, women really behave that way.
Yeah,
I bet your ex-wife doesn't want you to be happy anymore, Nick.
No. It reminds me like when we were saying earlier, I was taking dance classes in college, and the ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and she got really, really jealous because I was available for all the other ladies in the class to dance with. So
Yeah.
she didn't want me, but she didn't want anybody else to have me.
Wow. So let's come back to our initial topic, the artificial enhancements for women. And we are talking about the beauty enhancements. Why do you think women encourage other women to do this? Like the facelifts, the Botox, those are just a few with the face, the tattoos and.
Is it really about the man, or is it about fitting in to the sisterhood standards?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely to satisfy the sisterhood, because women promote this stuff. You see long nails all the time. You see all of the facial procedures that they do to themselves. Estheticians make a good living, especially if you have a doctor's degree. You can make a lot of money by selling different surgeries and procedures to women. They will buy it.
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, for the women who don't want to really get much of an education and hate math, just become a nail technician. And do those nail salons. And women will come in and you get to talk the whole time and then put paint on their nails, and it's a living. But okay, it's I don't know, going to get your nails done. To get your nails done, or is it to get a social hour and get some free therapy?
It kind of is, and I even watched a few YouTubes that do that. There was one lady, she was taking girls in, and she would know all of their personal stories. Some of the stories she would reveal publicly because women didn't mind, and then they would do the artificial nails mostly. There are some nail technicians who are working on natural nails, and I actually follow a few ladies who work with natural nails. But it's more like a social therapy hour for women. They go and then they chat, and then they spread more rumor. It's like they know all of your family drama by the time you leave the salon.
How about this for the name of a nail salon? You Go Girl Nail Salon.
You go, girl. Somebody will take it, Yeah.
You go, girl.
Wow.
Okay, so is there one specific artificial enhancer you want to talk about right now, or?
Well, we can. Do you have something in mind, Nick?
Because I think some of them they're not all the same.
Well, they are not, because they have different products to apply on nails. So you can do the artificial nails with gel.
I'm talking about lips.
Oh, lips. Okay, I was thinking about lips. Yeah.
Well, my suggestion is work from the bottom up or work from the top down.
So let's start with the face, since we started talking about
face,
and then we'll go down. So what do you think about these youth procedures that women make, like Botox, microneedling? I actually tried microneedling. It's not bad. Then like anti-wrinkles, like facelifting.
Okay, well, let's talk about it from what is real in the male perspective.
Okay.
Male men value youth.
right?
And why? because youth symbolizes fertility. Okay, this is not conscious. This is why.
Okay.
So men value a woman who is relatively fit, not necessarily muscular, not overweight, but a youthful looking woman. So, okay, that's valid reason why women go for the facial creams and the anti-wrinkle creams and the Botox and skin. What is it?
Non-invasive procedures.
Yeah, skin peels or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an attempt for women to keep their youthful appearance, which actually does appeal to men. I don't know if it appeals to men on the same scale that women pursue it, but it does. So some of this kind of makes sense from a male perspective.
Yeah. And women do it because they want to be loved. And I was trying to link it to your previous topic about the mask she wears, because a lot of it, I think, is it has to do with their own perception, how they view themselves. And they think that if they invest all of the money into their beauty, into their appearance, if they cover up essentially their age with these creams, these procedures, more men will love them.
Right. Well,
yeah,
you also see whole aisles in, department stores of makeup.
Right. Yeah. To conceal.
Not only do they have the creams and everything, but they have all the makeup, and they can spend an hour or so on makeup and they look like a completely different person than they actually are.
Exactly. This is how they align. So they are covering up all of their imperfections with either procedures. Some of them are more invasive than the others. We are not going to talk about them per se. I would actually prefer to have an esthetician to tell us what kinds of procedures are.
Hold on a minute.
What?
Good women are lying. No, it's not a conscious lie.
Not a conscious lie, okay.
No. They do these things to pursue an outcome, and with being sincere and rationalization. They don't consciously realize they're putting on a mask or doing something. They think, oh, this is normal. I just want to appear to be my best self. So it's from a woman's perspective, putting on all this stuff, the beauty enhancements, is not really a lie. She doesn't think she's lying.
Well, she doesn't think she's lying because she believes that she's attractive at any age. Remember, that is deeply ingrained in her mind. She's forever 21, not forever 41. Right? Yeah, right. This is why I bring it up. Her sexuality is evergreen. So she will do anything to preserve her youth, her sexuality. And the cosmetical industry, the surgeries that they do, like these people who are selling them all of this beauty related stuff, they make billions of dollars just because women really want to be nice, like they want to look nice, they want to look young. Like I use a lot of stuff too, I'm not I'm not an exception there. It's just funny when you look at it from like outside, what is actually happening there, because you realize that your eggs fry out, right? You are no longer fertile, because Steve linked it with youthfulness is associated with fertility, right? But like they try to delude themselves, in a way that, okay, I don't look, if I look nice and young, it means that I'm useful.
It's kind of schizophrenic too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because a feminist and a nice Christian woman will tell you or will rail on to her boyfriend. You just see me as a sex object. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a person.
Oh, I heard that.
You should love me for being a person, but
Mm-hmm.
you just are objectifying me.
Oh,
Yet, at the same time,
damn! You sound like my
women-
ex-wife.
the women go for the artificial beauty enhancements, face, lips, boobs, butt, which makes them look like a sex object. So
Yeah.
they're pursuing looking like a sex object while they're railing against men for looking at them like a sex object. This is kind of like the Madonna whore dichotomy within a woman. She wants to be loved for the person, but she also wants to be recognized for the raw desire, yet while denying the raw desire and working towards that. But, it's just like, what? Does this make sense from a male standpoint, Nick?
No.
Cognitive dissonance, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, I wanted to ask you, did your wife do any artificial enhancements?
No, not like those. A lot of
Not like those.
piercings, though. She
Oh,
had a lot of
okay.
piercings, so yeah,
She did a lot of piercing?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
She didn't have enough holes in her head. She needed more.
Pretty much.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, they definitely objectify themselves. But if they don't get that kind of attention, the sexual type of attention that men would give to women based on their looks and appearance, then women are like, what's wrong with you? They could go really rebellious if they don't get objectified by men.
Yeah, but it has to be the right man. That's the thing.
Not just any man, the right man.
Yeah.
But how do you find the right man? You have
They're
to
all
be
deluded. They
Yeah.
think that they're all gonna get the Chad,
Oh, they
Like,
all think.
because he gave me a little attention for one night, I'm therefore entitled to this type of man for life.
You know how I view it, how I view women and like relationships in dating today. So there is a pool of men out there, and there is a woman. Let's look at it from like a single woman's perspective, right? So there are a bunch of guys. How does she find the right man? She has to advertise herself to the big pool of
Mhm.
men, right? Like the simp army, let's say. Okay, one
Yeah.
of those guys might be the right man that she's looking for. But without that advertisement and like sexual objectification, she's not going to get to that man that she really wants.
Mm.
Even in history,
Right.
when you look at how girls were meeting their future husbands, they would be exposed to the ball, right? Their parents would take the girl out. They would
Okay.
show her off to multiple possible guys out there,
Mm.
and then out of all of them, they would pick the one that would work for her, right? Or like she would pick the guy that she would like, a similar thing happening here. Just social media, right? This is why they have their social media accounts, because it's access to the big pool of guys out there.
Well, a bigger pool of guys that just want to mess around. And so girls girls mess around too, but they're also hoping to hoodwink one of the bigger, Big Ten guy,
Mm-hmm.
to wife her up or have a LTR with her, and it's a delusion because this is not how society used to work. Where, like you're saying, you had these places, you met all these people. It's just a different marketplace. So social media has changed the whole marketplace of dating and hookups and etc.
Yeah, it definitely made it easier for people to hook up
Yep.
because there are like no standards. Before, even if a man had bad reputation, he wouldn't be accepted at the ball, let's say, or like in certain society, right? In a certain cycle, maybe people would know who he was, right? And the same for women. People knew what kinds of women were there. If she was from a
Right.
good family, if she had both a mother and a father, if she wasn't a hooker, let's say, because those girls I'm talking about the high-end society, right? Those women were not allowed to be in those cycles. I mean, maybe even if they were, but a lot of people would, not talk nice about them.
Hey, Elena, do you remember, I don't know, 6 weeks, 2 months ago, in one of our streams, I talked about the husband store?
Husbands. Oh, yeah, I remember
Okay.
that.
So now I want you to think about the woman, the single woman who visits the husband store. And go up and look. We're not going to go through this, but think about the joke. Just search the husband store. Now, think about a woman, single woman, going to the husband store accompanied by her father. And, they get to the floor where the man has money. He's charming. He likes kids, blah, blah, blah. And she says, I want more. Nope. We're staying on this floor. You're picking one right here.
Yeah.
And so he provides that boundary. And then she picks a good man. And okay, once you visit it, you're done. That's it. You made your choice. Now, the single woman keeps wanting more and more and thinks, oh, I got one of these. It doesn't quite suit me. I think I'm going to go back to the store again. Sorry, doesn't work so good. So fathers are important. Because it probably puts some boundaries on a woman's wacky expectations.
Usually they do, but most men, even fathers, are simps.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be okay.
Nowadays, yes.
You're gonna have your dream. Oh, you can make your own decision. It's gonna be okay, and there's gonna be no consequences for your behavior.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, there are no restrictions placed on women from their fathers. No self-discipline, no accountability, because their fathers are bailing them out. But their fathers are not going to live forever to constantly keep bailing her out. Eventually, she will have to face the truth and reality. Yeah.
No. You have the Big Daddy state. Big Daddy state will take care of them. They don't need no man, so they need the government.
The
Big Daddy.
government.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I call it the big sister. Yeah.
We're talking about artificial enhancers. So we talked about the face.
Now let's talk about the lips.
Ooh, there we go. Duck lips.
Wait a second. I have something to share with you here. Okay, share. We are going to do this because it's funny. And you reminded me, Nick, with the duck lips.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it? Okay, Steve, you were saying something. Sorry. Keep going.
No,
You're looking for the slide. Okay, I'm trying to find here woman.
They're all trying to look like Angelina Jolie. Remember when Tomb Raider came out and Angelina Jolie had the big lips, right? It was like, oh, she got the. I never understood what the big. Yeah, she had big lips, big, whatever. But
oh, didn't she look so kissable, Nick?
I don't know. She was attractive, sure, but
But it wasn't her lips that made her attractive. But
No.
women just, oh, big lips. I want to look like her. So I'll get big. I'll have pouty lips. Men will find my pouty lips attractive. What? No, don't care.
duck lips.
And then, yeah, everybody started calling them duck lips because you know why?
Why?
Because when a woman poses for a picture and she wants to look extra attractive, she pouts her lips like duck lips, looking like, oh, come and kiss me, whatever. It's like, damn, you look stupid. You're making that
she really
duck
does.
lip pose.
You spent money on that.
Okay, my computer is really glitching out today, guys. Let me share the screen here. I'll try
Man.
to share this. And
Yep. Here we go.
okay, I hope you can see it.
I guess scroll down a little bit.
I have to, yeah. 1 second here. So
There you go.
well, this is actually it was horrifying experience for her because she went to do her injections, sleep injections, and it turned out into a nightmare. So yeah, you can read here her story. She's 27-year-old. Yeah, and she's done it before, but it was a different professional that she went to. And this is how it looks now. I mean,
Yeah, please take that picture off.
it's disgusting. Well, this is how she was before, right? She had fine lips. I mean, come on.
It was fine. I mean, that's, yeah, okay. Okay. Hold on. In that picture,
Yeah.
better hope that button is sewn on well.
Yeah, because that's not what everybody else is looking at.
Definitely.
Her lips is not what everybody's looking at.
I know, right? Oh my
God. She's got her headlights turned on high beam.
Yeah. Like she also could wear more underwear, I think. But yeah, this is how she looks now.
Pepe the Frog comes to mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. I just hope that a woman after seeing this wouldn't want to do anything crazy.
It's a waste. Why are they spending money on that stupid crap to begin with?
God only knows. So yeah, guys, you can go read this.
Do guys think lip filler is attractive, Steve?
Not any guys that I know of.
Not me neither.
And what are you trying to enhance? Like, why this obsession with guys? If you are watching, if you are a man, tell us whether you like women with the lip fillers. I honestly don't get something.
As probably a more intelligent man, because I'm an engineer. I think like an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
All I want is a regular woman that is easy to get along with and somewhat attractive. And okay, so I'm thinking when I see a woman with a lot of enhancements, oh man, first of all, she's kind of full of herself. Secondly, oh, damn, she is not very useful because she's wasting her money on frivolous things. And thirdly, maybe the most important, she's a high maintenance woman. She's going to cost me a lot of money. Nah, I don't need a high maintenance woman.
But somehow they are so proud of the fact that they are high maintenance.
Yeah.
You look
Somebody
at them,
else's
how
problem.
they think. They really think that they are the investment.
Yeah, do I want to go buy a Ferrari and then have to deal with the maintenance costs of that? Or do I just want to buy a decent Ford or Chevy that every time I go out, get in the car, I turn the key, it goes, and it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg every 3 months to bring it into the mechanic to get, a $3,000 to $5,000 bill.
Mm-hmm. Because look,
Hey, if you want to sport around in one of those cars and you're willing to pay the price, go ahead. If you want one of those high maintenance women and you're willing to pay the price, go ahead. That's not me.
yeah, because it will never end.
Somebody else's problem.
Yeah, these enhancements, they never end. Like once they are on the hook, they will keep doing them. I've seen a few Russian ladies. They are in their 40s or 50s, and they look like artificial dolls, and they think that it's pretty. They think that like having this kind of appearance. Let me show you another lady here. Okay, so we are going to present another lady. She's just one of the examples. Okay, so here is another article for you guys. My face is plastic fantastic. Woman 48 years old who spent 28,000 pounds trying to look like Barbie celebrates the doll's 60th birthday by getting her wonky nose fixed. Anyway, so you can you can read this, but look at her. Can you see her?
Yeah. Oh, so the one on the left is the after.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Waste of money.
Doesn't really change that much. Okay, she doesn't have the most beautiful nose, but you know what? You're not with a woman for the shape of her nose. Yes, if it's a big schnoz, yeah, okay, maybe, but
okay, I think that's how she looks now. But anyway, like its nose is the least of your problems. She's definitely doing some other facial procedures. What I'm trying to say here that the lack of wrinkles is associated also with a plastic look. So you look like a doll. You don't actually look like a real human. Like she is trying to look young, but with your age, look how she's dressing up like a 20-year-old girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a 20-year-old body.
She's trying to bag a man.
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, this brings up something else because her eyebrows are totally artificial. Have you seen these women who just take off all their eyelashes? Or no,
Mm-hmm.
You got lashes and what's the thing above your eyes? Your eyebrow. Okay,
Eyebrows,
they take off
yeah.
all their eyebrows and then they have it tattooed on.
Oh.
Okay, no. And then what's even worse is they tattoo it on with the high arch.
Oh.
Oh, so she has a permanent surprised expression on her face.
I've seen women done it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They don't look like humans, and they are trying to compete with younger women. But when younger women still have the looks naturally, these older ladies, they don't. And instead of embracing their age and, let's say, aging gracefully, they try to outcompete the younger women with all of these facial procedures, with all of these surgeries to enhance specific part of their body. I've seen the sucked cheeks also, when they remove the fat from under your cheeks to enhance the skulls.
They
The skull.
they do that.
They do that, yeah. They suck it out from here, and they can actually use this fat, let's say, that they remove from here on your lip fillers, or for your boobs, or they can do kind of a liposuction from one part of the body and put it into another part of your body. I don't know how it's called in a professional aesthetical level. If you are there, you can correct us. Yeah, but
keep this in mind from a historical standpoint. Things used to be different until, for example, up until, I don't know, 1910, in the 1800s to 1910, 1920. Okay, number one, they didn't have elastic. Number two, the dress styles were different. Women wore long sleeves. Then the fashion changed. Okay, they became more, sleeves got shorter and shorter. Then they became sleeveless. And then, they had elastic for different lingerie. And then the safety razor came out. So all of a sudden, women started shaving their armpits and legs. That was not done prior to 1900. And you know what? Men and women, men still liked women, even hairy women. But now, this is propaganda. This is advertisement. Now women have to do this to be beautiful, to be fashionable. Well, you know what? Men thought nothing of it. This was not driven by men. This was beauty enhancements, the shaving, getting rid of body hair, was not caused by men. And therefore, look to now where these beauty enhancements, the lip injections, the cosmetic surgery, the boob jobs, and the Brazilian butt lift. I don't think none of these things are driven by men.
Yeah. They are trying to appease to the sisterhood.
Well, what about boob jobs?
Oh, boob jobs! You really want to go there, Nick? Okay, let's see.
I'm saying, like, some guys want that.
Well, every man looks at boobs, so we might as well talk about it. I want to go there.
Well, I was trying to find some decent pictures that we could show, but I'm afraid we can't. Well, you can just Google the boob implants. And I have a story to share with you, actually. Ladies, if you're thinking of doing the boob implants, think twice before you do them, because I know one lady. She is a Russian lady, and she actually invested so much money into her appearance that she even did the Brazilian butt lift. And her face doesn't look like a human anymore, because she's done so many things to it. And it's like, once you start, you can't really finish, because you become addicted to this. and you have to keep doing it. So she did also the boob implants, and one of her implants bursted.
What?
And yes, they can burst, and it nearly killed her. It nearly killed her. And then because she also had the butt lift or whatever procedure she had,
Mhm.
she couldn't really exercise well because she had cables sticking out of her butt, and because they were supposed to like hold her butt, and then one buttock was higher than the other one.
Oh, so her butt suspension system failed.
I guess. So instead of going to the gym, exercising, doing it the old-fashioned way, they're aiming for the shortcut that costs triple digits amounts, if not more, to do it well with a good professional. Instead of paying for the gym membership, they go and do these crazy procedures that nearly kill them.
Okay, now, if you own a car, and you drive the car, eventually you're going to need new tires, right? Just maintenance item. It's life. If you get a boob lift, okay, well, is it good for life? No. About 10 years later, you're going to have to go back in to get replaced or get something done. They're not there. They're not zero maintenance. So, okay, high cost. Now, do men like women with larger boobs? In general, I would say yes. As a man, I notice a woman with larger breasts. Now, when it comes to preferences, are there men out there who prefer women with smaller breasts? Yes. Are there men out there that are kind of indifferent? Okay, she comes with a big set. She comes with medium. Oh, she comes with small. Oh, otherwise she's a good woman, but she's got smalls. Am I going to say, nope, she's not the woman for me? I don't think so. I'm looking at more than that. So I think there's plenty of men out there who will take a small-chested woman. And also, over time, you know what? The big ones sag. Or they require maintenance. The small ones, you know what? As she ages, no, they're not going to be down around her belly button.
That's so true.
And it happens.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just talking reality here. You know what?
Right.
Whatever size a woman comes in, that's fine. They're natural. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Nick, what would you say?
I would say, look, generally guys like big boobs. They just do. Now, is it usually a deal breaker for most guys? Like Steve was saying, probably not. But yeah, guys notice bigger boobs. But they do sag when they get older. But breast enhancement wise, yeah, I didn't know that you had to go in like every 10 years, or I don't actually know the medical information, but I was always under the assumption that once they were put in, you didn't really have to worry about them or anything. But I'm a guy. I don't really research jobs.
Well, if they are done well, then they can last you for maybe a decade or 2 decades. There was one lady on Fresh and Fit, her chesticles were done for much cheaper than chesticles, they call them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They said something else. I was like, what?
Yeah, they were done for much cheaper in Latin America than here in the US. And it was a good job that they did, but she was even saying that she would have to go and check them. She actually would want to reduce it to make it smaller because she wasn't very young, and it probably had to do with sagging. And she was also in the fitness industry, so she was taking care of her body like really well.
Okay.
And yeah, her chest looked really nice, but she also mentioned that she would have to go and take care of them and maybe reduce it, make them smaller, because she went too big at the beginning because she wanted, and then like later she realized that she didn't really want as much. And then remember, like the bigger they go, the more weight they're going to add to your back. You have to carry it. And a lot of women have very poor posture. They think that they can do all of these enhancements, even the butt lift. I was looking at the pictures, guys. I was trying to find the angle like from the side to show you what
Before
happens.
we move into butt lift, I have something more to say about breasts.
Oh, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So, my understanding is that not all women, but a lot of women have sensitive nipples. They like their nipples stimulated, kind of part of their sexuality. It's a sex organ. My understanding is you get enhancements, it oftentimes reduces nipple sensitivity in the sexual area. So, I don't know, I'll just take natural over enhanced any day. Because they're probably, okay, now she's just a natural woman. Yeah, she's going to have all the sensations that God created her with. And yeah, you know, you don't have to worry about it. Why would I want a woman to take on a health risk and a body maintenance cost that is totally superficial? And okay, then she's not who's she trying to be? Just be the real woman, the real you. And you know, I'll love you or I'll move on, but I don't want a fake one. So yeah, do you really want to get these big boobs and look great and lose sensitivity?
Well, and see, their priorities are all messed up. They don't actually appreciate the relationship that they can have with one man. They don't want the great sex experience with this man. They want the looks. They want the aesthetics. They want to appeal to a bunch of guys who will stick their tongues and, you know, their eyes popping. It's all messed up.
So do women get the breast lifts to compete with their girlfriends?
I think so.
Or to get the man?
I think both.
Well, I would say both, but mostly if they had to choose, and if they are also brainwashed into believing that they are strong and independent, and they would prefer the sisterhood.
Well, I noticed a thing when some of the ladies that I knew in high school and I saw them in college, they were, some of them were kind of pretty, but you know, they didn't get a lot of attention. But they got a lot more attention, you know, after they got out of high school and they got the boob jobs.
Oh, so they do it for attention.
I don't know, but I just noticed they were getting a lot more attention later than they'd had when I knew them in high school. So,
Does attention lead to a higher quality of life?
Well, it depends on what they prioritize. If they prioritize being strong and independent and self-sufficient women who pay for themselves, then yeah, the more attention they get, the more simps they can milk.
Oh, so they'd rather have 10 men drooling and simping after them than one man who loves them well.
That's exactly my point. Yeah. They don't want to be a wife to one man. They want multiple men to fund their independent lifestyle.
okay.
this is why they go for all of these enhancements that bring more attention. Like Steve mentioned, they don't necessarily improve their lifestyle. They don't necessarily bring them the quality of men that these women want, because I see with these enhancements, it's like rebellious feminism versus the traditional biological programming in women competing, you know. Like biologically, she's wired to be a helpmate to one man, commit to him, have babies with him, right? And then we see this brainwashed programming for them that you can be strong, independent, you do you, girl, and all of these enhancements. They just appeal to a larger audience, and some men like it. Okay, so I'm not saying that like these enhancements are bad and don't do them. No, it's just what I've noticed is like Steve or Unique, you are serious guys. You want a long-term relationship. A lot of men, they just want to play. They just want to spin plates, and for that role, they would prefer women with large boobs, with big asses, with fake eyelashes, with artificial nails, because why not, right? It's fun. It looks exotic.
Hey, if I can travel someplace and I can rent a reliable Ford or Chevy for $200 for the week, or someone is allowing me to drive a Ferrari for free for a week, I'll drive the Ferrari.
Right.
I don't want to pay the maintenance costs. But, you know, it'll be fun for a week. And damn, why wouldn't I? Because the price is so much lower. I mean, it's free. So,
Exactly.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you want to go from a Ford to a Ferrari? Yes, you'll be noticed. And you know what? Might have some fun and be driven hard for a week. But guy doesn't want the maintenance costs long term.
Nope.
Well, this is why they whine. They often say that in order for them to look that way, they need a man who can pay them to pay for all of these procedures, because it's not free. It takes a lot of effort to maintain their looks, and they're not lying there. It does take a lot of effort, and maybe not on their part as much as on their doctor's part, who are doing all of these procedures, right? But go ahead.
But a guy says, okay, not my problem. Next.
Next, exactly.
Not my problem. They do that, but they think that the man somehow has to do this. No, we don't have to do jack crap. Next.
Especially when they give out sex for free.
Next. Done. Pass. Bye. Attention. Don't care. Bye.
You touched it now. Now you have to pay. Okay. Here is an association for you guys. You see a piece of meat in front of you. What are you going to do with it?
Is it edible?
Yeah. I mean, you'll eat it, right?
Is it cooked? I mean,
yeah, but
yeah.
You'll probably eat it, right? Because
probably
because it looks appealing and it looks like it's edible, right? But then
yeah,
there is a price tag attached. Yeah. But then somebody come after you ate, like a week after you ate it, or like a few months after you ate it, maybe a year. There is a price tag for that piece of meat that you've eaten like a while ago. Maybe you didn't enjoy it.
Are you saying that meat gave me indigestion and diarrhea?
It's good, yes.
Good.
But then you get a price tag.
You get a what?
A price tag.
A price tag. Yeah, you get a price
Mm.
tag
Oh.
for the meat that you ate a long time ago, that gave you the indigestion.
Okay, well, you got to pay the price.
That's more like hot. It's more like eating hot wings. It
Well,
might taste
okay,
good coming
yeah.
going down, but it might hurt coming out.
Okay, think of it
Depending
this
on how
way,
spicy
Nick.
you get it.
You saw that piece of meat. You ate it 10 years ago. Now you're getting the price tag.
Yes.
The next time you see a good piece of meat and you're thinking, gee, should I eat that one? You're going to think, I don't know. Better make sure that this is a good piece of meat before I consume it. So now you get to be more discerning about the quality of the meat that you eat.
Yeah.
Okay, this is crass.
Yes.
Damn, this is bad.
Yeah, but it's a good illustration of what is happening. And these women, they expect not just, and when you actually try to understand their logic behind it, they don't want one man. It comes down to the fact that they don't want one man, to be committed to one man. They all say that they do, but you have to watch their actions. They don't behave like wives. Like, no, I want to be a whore. I want to milk, right? But I want I want basically a man who would fund my lifestyle, but also would allow me to whore around and advertise myself to other simps. This is the feminist ideal, I would say.
So you're saying like these procedures, they also, not only is it not really for the man, but even if it's a little bit for the man, they're also not really looking for a long-term
Yeah,
guy. They want all the attention. Maybe. I think so. Some might be deluded enough to think if they do these, they'll bag a good man. I don't know, but
Right. Okay. Maybe.
but in my experience, no.
If they keep up the enhancements, and this man doesn't work out, kind of like a plan B, I still have my beauty, and I can attract
another
next one. So, okay, I'm keeping my options open by keeping my beauty up. When it's time to change men. And you know what? The majority of women alive do change men. Okay, done with this one. Time to move on to the next one. Okay, the divorce rate is over 50%. Therefore, I'm not telling you a lie when I say the majority of women change men. And the single women, they change men more often than the married women.
Yeah. And then they want a man to fund their beauty maintenance, which also, like all of these insane procedures. I talked about college degree before, and I see that anything that requires a lot of money, it raises the unrealistic expectations for men, because now your life cost is much more than a woman who doesn't have these enhancements, let's say. Now she has to go for the guy who has the money, because a decent guy who just has a regular job, he can't afford her. And they often even say that on Fresh and Fit and on Access Vegas or whatever podcast, not so much on whatever, but those two other ones. They often say that men can't afford us, so we have to hustle, we have to afford ourselves, because we want these beauty procedures. But ideally, they would want a man. They would want a man who would fund all of this beauty maintenance. But what for? Because if she is not willing to quit her social media then he will be sharing her beauty like with the rest of the world. So it's not just for him, it's for other guys to simp for her. And then if she's not happy with this current husband who pays her for her bills for whatever reason, she can leave him because he has invested into her appearance. So now she thinks that she has more options. This is why they often say that, no, I'm not quitting my social media account because I want to have a cake and eat it too, basically. I want you to keep funding my lifestyle. I want you to keep paying for all of these beauty enhancements. And then if you don't satisfy me in one way, I'm going to replace you with another man who would.
It's all true. Yeah. Okay, now I want to. Okay, this is controversial. Okay, Brazilian butt lift.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I just figured out what this was called a few months ago, I think.
oh, BBL.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know there was a thing.
Oh,
Okay.
the Brazilian butt lift.
I didn't even know it existed.
Okay, I'm just talking cultural things. Look at the color of my skin. Yeah, okay. You know, I grew up in Minnesota. I am half Norwegian, half Swede, ethnically. Now, historically, do Swedish and Norwegian women have big butts?
No.
Well, they're not probably known for their big breasts. They're more on the thin side, but yeah, some do have big breasts, but not big butts. It's been my observation that women who have more African heritage tend to have bigger butts.
Oh, yes. Let me show you one.
And you know what? Black men, it's just, again, it's my observation. Black men seem to prefer that. And I don't know if it's true today, but when you'd see a black man with a white woman, generally she was on the generous side. So, why? Okay, is there some ethnic component going on here? So, me as a man of Northern European heritage, am I genetically programmed to want a big bubble butt? Well, I'll tell you, it's never been my desire. Yes, a shapely butt, okay. You know, it's again something I noticed, but a woman may come with that or may not. It's not a deal breaker either way. But the enhancement, oh, I mean, they always take it to an absurd level, and then I look and say, oh, hell no. Okay, so that's my experience and my beliefs without getting too racist on you. I mean, it's just my preference, okay? Got nothing to do with anything else. I like the women of my similar heritage. Okay, that doesn't mean I exclude other women or wouldn't date a woman of a different ethnic heritage, but I'm going to evaluate her as the woman she is, not according to some prescribed ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't get the big butt thing. I'm a white guy. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why people would spend the money on it. Sounds like the most idiotic thing, but
you
hence
don't
I didn't even know it existed.
So Nick, you wouldn't view this as attractive?
The hell is that?
Well, look.
Holy Toledo.
So, look, she's got elephantitis in her ass.
Oh my goodness.
People might not know what elephantitis is, but it causes swelling. Yeah.
She
Ev-
could have it, yeah. But look how
elephantitis in the ass.
disproportional. Look how disproportional. Look, guys, I'm not against like bigger things in your body, but they still have to be kind of proportional to the rest of the body. When one part is just too much, it's not
It's
going
a ledge
to
butt.
look good.
It's a ledge butt.
Well,
Okay.
It's like almost rested.
There's a
drink
term.
butt.
There's a term that comes from, I don't know, probably my college days, before all this enhancement stuff, where you'd meet a generous woman and your buddies would, you know what your buddies would say? Well, it's just more cushion for the pushing. Does it apply? Well, I'll leave it up to you to decide.
Wow. Yeah, but look what people say here. Yin for my brain, not for my huge butt. Lady whose big butt caused commotion at airport tells female admirers. Okay, so here. So she says that she keeps getting messages from other women and some men who want their girls to look like her. Here is what she is telling to women. Ladies who wish to be like me need to have my brain first. Okay.
What kind of fucking brain does she have to do that to herself?
I don't know. You need to have a brain because a body is nothing without one. Okay, well, let's give
Where's
you.
her brain?
What is your
I think
brain?
she has a brain reserve kept in another part of her body.
This is kind of what I was saying. So go to school to find something that you love, and the rest will follow. I receive so many
Her
messages. Oh my goodness. I receive what is it? I lost it. I receive messages from men who say they want their wives to look like me, or some girls saying that they want to look like me. I try to discourage that because you have to accept yourself the way you are. You have to fix yourself on the inside and everything else will follow.
Apparently, she wasn't accepting herself as she was.
Well, maybe she's just blessed from birth.
Maybe. Yeah. It's just so huge in comparison to the rest of the body. Like, can you see my mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the proportional size for your butt would be somewhere here, okay, based on the rest of it, right?
Huh?
Like, okay, maybe like if we want to lift it up a bit, like we would accentuate the lordotic curve here a little bit, and then, but you can see like how much extra she has. Yeah.
It's got a lot of extra in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
It's nasty. I'm sorry. I don't see how people like that.
Then they move on to the twerking thing, which is about the most disgusting thing a woman can do.
Oh, twerk her butt?
Yeah, twerking. Yeah, okay. Count me out. No. A lot of other things a woman can do to excite me, but twerking is not one of them.
Yeah. But this is the kind of dance that they do today. You know, instead of following men's lead, they want to be strong and independent, and they go do this rebellious dancing to show off their bodies.
Next. That's what I instantly think. Nope. No, don't go there. Nope. For men, it's recreational use only, but next. I mean, not for non-Christian men, recreational use only, then next. But no, I don't even no, don't even go near. As my Christian advice, I think that best advice is stay away. Stay away from the horse. Don't even go
Okay,
near.
yeah. Now I'm going to give you secular advice. Stay away. She's more problem than she's worth. To the you secular men, no. The more enhancements, the higher maintenance. No. No. Even aside of any morality, no, she's more trouble than she's worth.
Yeah, she's definitely high maintenance girl. And they are proud of the fact that they are high maintenance.
They can be proud. They can get some sucker. But most guys with the brain say, next.
Yeah. And the thing is that their biology demands that they want a man who would say no to them. They want the man, they want unique, you know, they want stiff. It's give up your looks, ladies, or even like if they don't do all of these enhancements, if they already have decent looks by nature, let's say, and if they maintain them, it's another point I made in the presentation. I'm sorry, guys, I can't share the presentation with you because I'm not sure how to share it. It's not showing up. But the value of a woman, the objective value of a woman, I think, is based on how well she can preserve her figure and her
Purity?
her what? Beauty?
Purity.
Yeah.
Purity.
Oh, purity. Right. Purity. I was looking for another word for it. Her innocence, right?
Yeah.
How she can preserve her innocence, her beauty, her appearance based on natural ways, not through these enhancements. And
Well, the enhancements are an automatic signal that they're not pure.
yeah.
Well, you know what? It's not entirely true. Because, okay, historically, men got married, late 20s. He married a younger woman. Let's say she was in early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed together. 20 years later, okay, her beauty has not been maintained.
Mm-hmm.
Had a few kids, probably put on some weight, all that stuff. But in his mind, he kind of remembers and he kind of sees that young, sexy thing that he married. So that's always with him. He always that colors his view of her. Now, if she discards that guy in her 40s or 50s, like happens now, and she goes out to look for a man, she's never giving him or allowing him to have that memory and see her as the young, hot thing. And you know what? All he's going to see her is the a high mileage woman that she is now.
Mm-hmm.
She will never be she will never have that benefit of the doubt. That, colored glasses. Let's call them colored glasses. She won't have that. Okay, yeah, lady, you're 40 to 50 years old. Your fertility is gone. Your youth is gone. Now you think with what you got, you're going to go find a high value man? Well, I wish you luck.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they start binging on these enhancements, but they also tell to younger women to do these enhancements. I actually see quite a few young women who do the lip fillers, who suck out the fat from their face and put it elsewhere, like definitely the boobs, they look like they are 50-year-old. They don't look like they are 20 anymore, because the amount of enhancements that they've put, they just converted themselves into much uglier than they naturally were. So, and then they want to present it as it's beautiful, as it's attractive. Like, if there are guys who like that, I'm not sure that then they are genuine, and they are probably just using these girls, you know.
Oh boy.
They're using these girls for like for their youth, for yeah. But they probably will replace them at some point with younger, hotter models. Because if she already looks like she is 50 when she is 20, she has a few more years to go. Versus if she was preserving her beauty and, well, I wouldn't call purity. We won't find the pure virgins here anymore. But at least if she was preserving her beauty by natural means, she would have a much longer lifespan in terms of her her function as a pretty woman, you know. So with this man that she's with now, she might have a few more years left. He will cycle her out because he will want an attractive woman. It's not going to be like a long-lasting relationship. Yeah,
No.
even if right now he's with her, it's just I don't see how it ends well for her, you know.
Probably not.
It's a delusion. It's a constant delusion. So it's a waste of money. The returns are not what it's going to be. You don't maintain your purity, and you're going to get cycled out. So it's generally just. But am I going to change their minds? Probably not. But hey, maybe with one or two might listen. You know.
Yeah.
It might be worth it.
Here's a funny thing. Women will say, I want to be loved for who I am. And she goes for all the artificial beauty enhancements to artificially change herself. Okay, who the fuck are you? How can you be loved for who you are if you're fake?
Right.
Well, maybe they want you to uncover under their fakeness behind all of that camouflage that they are wearing, that they have this sensitive nature.
Maybe, but you know what? They're going to disguise that from me with all their artificial bullshit. I don't need to do all that work. Okay, now on to nails. When I see a woman with long nails, I think, damn, there's a useless woman. You go to check out at a store, and she's got long nails, and she's, trying to fingertip your stuff and put it in the bag, and then she has to type something into the cash register. She's always flat fingering it, and okay, you're more concerned about your nails and getting the job done. And, okay, I would want to marry a woman like this. Okay, go bake a meal or something. Can you function in the kitchen? Can you wash dishes with your fancy nails? You are worse than useless.
All right, Steve. Tell us what you really think.
Yeah.
Nick is laughing because he's probably thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, we're useless.
Well, it's like, okay, she doesn't want to.
They take up too much space. Don't let them take up space in your house. They belong in the streets. Even the streets might not like them.
Oh,
Yeah.
but they got this fantasy that, you know what? When we're in bed, I can use my long nails on your back and, you know, leave you stripes. No thanks. No, doesn't do it for me.
She wants to be like a wild animal. And oh, it actually, I think it relates to that point that you made a long time ago, when you were saying that they just don't get fucked well. You know, they are trying to get that kind of attention through their actions. Like you watch it, like they want this like animalistic kind of experience. Like even the example that you brought up, like, oh, I'll scratch your back, and like, come on, man.
I want a woman. I don't want to fuck a cat.
Or a hippo.
That too.
But see, it's probably because men don't fuck them hard enough. Like they have these pussies who are emotionally available tampons, you know, who are so scared to hurt them.
I thought women were the fragile sex, and we have to treat them delicately. And they, you know what, sexually, men are like a microwave oven, and a woman is like a slow cooker. And it takes a while for her to warm up to the thought. But men are just raring to go. Is this all not true?
Sorry, Steve. Well, if you look at their behavior and the choices that they make.
I've heard that. Okay, when in the church, pastors, priests,
Yeah.
when they talk about men and women, they say pretty much what I just told you
They do.
about the nature of women. You idiot. No, that's not a real woman with real desire for her man, her husband, her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a man trying, you know, he's encouraging bargaining for sex, which is such a major turnoff. It's disaster. Not going to turn out good.
Nope.
What do you think, Nick? Is that the message that Christians?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're
Teach,
just
man.
so innocent little angels.
Mm-hmm.
They're so soft and delicate. How dare you ever have any impure thoughts? They're just not sexual objects. Stop treating your wife like a sexual object. You know, they're a person too. You just need to love them for who they are. And, you know, how dare you ever have desires like that? I'm like, why the fuck did they get married?
They are trying to make men into the pure creatures too. So they have pure women who say, I'm a born again virgin. I have my second virginity status. But watch this. And then the men who you guys are not supposed to love women in a raw animalistic way. Let's say you wouldn't want to rip their clothes off, and you would want to be this good, compliant servant leader who poops as his wife tells him to poop, you know, and like who asks permission for like every single step that he makes in his life.
Oh yeah.
This is what the church is trying to do, right?
And if you don't do it, they try to discipline men and shame men.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you can have a masculine man and the church ends up beta-tizing him. That's what happened to me. So where like you're afraid to do damn anything. Otherwise they're going like, oh, we're revoking your licensure. Oh, we're put you on a church discipline. Oh, that means you can't get ordained. Oh, that means you can't take the Lord's Supper. That's fuck them.
Well, some men just say, okay, that's fine. I'm still going to be a man. I'm going to still be about God's work. And you know what? I don't care.
Go pound sand.
Yeah.
So, for any women, well, we only have, one person, two watching us now.
No, we have 9 from Twitter, probably. So yeah, thank you
Okay.
guys for
Well,
sticking around
you know
with
what?
us.
You know, you might think Nick and I are uncivilized or a bit crass. You know what? Maybe we're just outspoken. Maybe men think this way. And you know what? You Christian ladies and you feminists probably are gonna rail against us. Okay,
Whatever.
don't care. But in general, you know what? My attitudes are what they are. If you like me, great. If you don't, okay, have a nice day. I don't.
Yep.
Next.
Hey, yeah, but hey, if we were in the church still, well, I'm still in the church, but if I gave a shit, but I was still a pastor, yeah, I'd have to be very careful. I couldn't ever dare offend these women. That's probably why I'm not pastor anymore.
Oh, and
So,
women need to hear this, whether they want to hear it or not. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. They need to hear the truth, because
Hey, I
go
want to
ahead.
change the subject now.
Mhm.
I want to talk about Nick's enhancement.
what?
Nick's enhancement.
What's my enhancement?
You have a mustache now.
Well, I trimmed this off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, your mustache is more pronounced. So, Elena, does Nick look more handsome with that mustache now than he has when he's clean shaven?
I don't know. Well, see, my husband, he doesn't have the mustache, so it's hard to tell for me. But based on the looks, yeah, I think that it adds more masculinity.
Okay, Nick, you're gonna have to take that into account. Be even more on guard. Carry your fly swatter, because you know what? You're just gonna have to keep them at bay now.
Oh yeah, I was shamed for growing facial hair too.
Really?
Oh, you're not keeping your wife doesn't want facial hair. He says it hurts her. It's too prickly. So the church and all, like, how dare you grow that out and have a mustache and a beard. And then I think I told Steve, I said at some point I said, well, she ain't fucking me, so why the fuck do I care? Ain't gonna change shit in the end.
Right.
Fuck
Well, it makes
grow it out.
it makes sense, as long as you don't do it like professional. Like, oh my goodness, there are some men who will do even women who would say, but it's so fashionable for a man to have a mustache, so I'm okay with him having a mustache. And then she has her face like irritated, and like, oh, and then she was complaining she had like the pimples all over her face. And I told her once, if maybe it's because of the mustache. It might give you, because if you have like hypersensitive skin, it could cause it. And she's like, no, it's not that. It's so fashionable. I can't let him trim it. Basically, he's doing what she tells him to do. I'm like, well, okay, then you'll have to suffer with the pimples, I guess. Yeah. As long as you don't do it for fashion, then it's fine.
All right.
So we have White Claws here. He says, I prefer natural lips. Yeah, I think we all agree with that. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of comments from you guys. Remember to tell us what you think about these topics in the comment section. And yeah, I think we are going to wrap it up. Do you have any final thoughts, guys?
No, you know what? Just be a natural woman. Just
natural beauty.
What you got. And you know what? Just be real. And if I find you attractive, great. What I mean, go with what you got. Be relatively fit. Don't really care if you're going to the gym all the time. But, first and foremost, If a woman should be 130 to 140 pounds, okay, 140 for an average woman, yeah, okay, that's a little bit extra. Not a problem. If you're 170, 180 pounds, forget about the enhancements. You gotta address the elephant in the room. What is the elephant in the room? You are.
All right.
Steve, you are on fire today, huh? Oh, but this is what I also keep saying to women, that look, ladies, if you are fat and you know that, right? Start working, start approaching the problem. Not binging on sweets and the positivity scam, the body positivity scam that would tell you, oh, you're so awesome, you're so great, you're so perfect. All of that is a lie, because being unhealthy is not good for you. Being fat is not good for you. Yeah. Instead of your fake nails, fake eyelashes, fake everything, start watching your diet. Yes, it's going to take you more work. You are not going to see the results right away. You have to be consistent. You have to be self-disciplined. But eventually you'll have a better outcome. It will be more consistent if you keep doing it. Yeah. Nick, do you have any final thoughts?
You don't give a crap about your duck lips, your nails, and please, lose the junk in the trunk. We don't care. We don't want to pay for it. And you look like shit.
It's not pretty.
Natural
it's not
beauty.
attractive. Yeah. It's not attractive at all. It might be attractive for effeminate men who don't care whom they fuck and who don't really want to commit to anything. They don't want a wife. They don't want a long-term relationship. Those guys. But then you don't get to blame men for not wifing you up, because you prioritize the wrong things. You prioritize the things that converted you into a promiscuous, narcissistic, entitled, single harlot.
And you're fake.
Yeah.
They're fugly.
Fuck me. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, with this note, I think we should end the stream. Remember to please like, share, and subscribe. And let me share with you the schedule of our activities. I think you know it by now already, but just in case, if anybody new is here watching us. Okay, where is it? I'm really struggling with StreamYard today. Here you go. So join us for the controversial discussions on Saturdays on my YouTube channel here at 9:15 a.m. Pacific. Then I have fitness classes for you ladies and guys. If you want to join me for the live workouts, I teach different fitness genres at 9:15 a.m. Pacific. And then guys on the Resurgence of Sanity have two amazing shows for you. They talk about the narratives on Mondays and the ETN, right? The what does it refer to?
Exposing the narrative.
Oh yeah, the closing the narrative and the countercultural sexuality, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, join them on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific. Okay, and let me stop sharing the screen. We got a comment from somebody. Oh, White Claws, nice that you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, if you could please leave a comment after the show, because we don't get a lot of comments for these ones, for these longer live streams. We would appreciate it. Okay, and we'll see you all next time. Let me take us out. Take care. Bye.
Elena's Barre, Elena's Barre, the best place on the internet. internet, the very best by far.